Hello everyone, this is Candy, the 614 Stitcher, and today is Thursday, July the 28th, 2022, and this is my Flosstube episode number 53. I would like to say hello and welcome to any new subscribers. I appreciate you taking the time out of your day to stop by and see if I can enable you in any way. And to all of my returning friends and subscribers, thank you so very much for coming back each and every time I upload a video. I would first like to say thank you so much for all of the congratulations on making it to the 1,000 subscribers. As it turns out, when I uploaded that video, I had 1,000 subscribers. Since then, the number has come down, and so I am going to hold off having the 1,000 subscriber giveaway until I actually reach that number again and can sustain it for a while. I don't know why it happens. I've actually had this happen before. You make it to a certain level and then all of a sudden you lose three, four, five subscribers. I don't know why, but it happens. And I am not concerned about how many subscribers I have. It's nice that there are so many people that enjoy my videos. I started Flosstube because I love the craft of cross stitching, and I do it for that. I don't do it for any other kind of recognition. And so, when it's time for me to have 1,000 subscribers, I will. And until then, I'm going to continue making floss tubes and see what happens from there. I don't know really what else to say, but I do want to thank you all for all of the congratulations. I really do appreciate each and every one of you that do watch my videos and make comments and like and all of the things. So I just wanted to let you know that I really truly do appreciate you all. I have had a fair amount of stitching this week. I've really just kept going at the pace that I'm used to. So I do have several things to show you, so we're going to just jump right in. I have not had any finishes this week, and I did not have any new starts. So we're going to just go right straight into the whips. And my first whip is Freedom 1865. And this is by the Primitive Hare. And here is a picture of where it was when I last showed it. And here it is now. So I did meet my goal of completing the skirt. There is back stitching right here on the skirt. And it's like where the skirt was torn and mended. And so I'll put that in when I finish up the piece. But that's where I am now. So the next time I pick this up, I will only need to put in, it's blurry, I'll only need to put in the arms and the top part of her head and chest and the number 1865. I'm still debating. I think it would be easy for me to put it underneath. So I just, line it up like it is on the chart and just do it on the bottom. So I believe that's where I'm going to go to next. And so that is where I am on that. I was really excited. Making goals and being able to keep them has been very exciting this month for me. So that was one more goal I had said that I wanted to get that skirt completely finished this month. And so seeing that we're at the end of the month, it's working out well. My next whip is Purple Rain. And this is a Heaven and Earth design. And the artwork is by John Enright, and it is charted by Michelle Siete, maybe. I heard someone pronounce it, and I pronounced it with them over and over and over again. That is a picture of the chart. And here is a picture of where it was when I last showed it. And here is where it is now. So I am stitching this on an 18 count Ada that was dyed by EJ and gifted to me. And I'm using the called for anchor threads that were also gifted to me by Miss Lisa. And as of right now, so I was participating in the Full Coverage Fanatics Tour de France. We had from July the 1st to July the 24th, and I was actually going for a green jersey, which was 1,140 stitches. I did meet that goal. I actually met the goal on Saturday. I didn't write down the percentage. I'm almost at 2%. So the total stitches that I have right now is 1,360. I stitched for the month of July 1,193 stitches. So I did get the green jersey, and this is where I am so far with it. I actually am putting this away for a couple of weeks so that I can work on other projects. Not only that, but it has been in this Q-snap ever since I put it in here on the cruise. I did loosen it up, but I want to get off of the Q-snap and let the fabric rest for a little while. I don't know if that's really a thing, but I just feel like I need to take it off and let it relax or something. It is going well. I'm trying to not be discouraged about the way that the stitches actually look. We had a great discussion on about it on the Gear-On Tote Bag Zoom Sunday. So I'm just going to, the needle minder that I have for it was actually a gift from Carolyn Zook, and there were 2 of them, and here is the other one. And if I can find the information where she purchased them from, then I will put it in the description box below. So that is my Purple Rain. Right now, I have it on my calendar to bring this out every 7th of the month. since his birthday was on June the 7th, I'm going to work on it once a month on the 7th of the month. And that's where that is now. So that was Purple Rain. The next whip I have is Mary Mary. And it is by Cottage Needleworks. And here's a picture of where it was when I last showed it. And here it is now. So I actually had made the goal for, I said I wanted to get in this green part of the tree. And then when I was looking at it, I must have a hang up right now about how stitches look. I literally took out all of the white that was in between each segment and this top part of the green. I will be putting that back in tonight. But that is where I am now. I finished putting in Mary and started the M. I did notice when I was looking at this that it should be moved, the Mary and Mary should be moved over a little bit. However, I have noticed that with this thread, I'm using the called for Classic Colorworks. This is a 32 count Silvery Moon. And the called for red is Classic Colorworks Ribbon Red. I have noticed that when I have had to remove stitches for this in the red, that it actually left a lot of, and I don't know if I wouldn't call it staining, but there's like, you can see like where the word is. So I've decided to just leave Mary Mary right where it is and just be okay with it. It's really like only off by like 2 spaces. So I was just like, I'm just going to leave that because I don't want to move it and then like the red still shows here. I know I have all of those little tools that supposedly takes off the fluff and all of that, and I've tried that and it's still left. So I was like, I'm leaving it. That is Mary Mary. And I'm really pleased where my progress is. Like I said, I am going to work on finishing this up, that re-putting in the stitches for the green and the white for the middle part of the tree. And what did I do with that little picture? Oh, this is what I'm actually talking about. So I wanted to get this all completed, and I would have if I hadn't, been on a whole thing about the stitches looking the way that they did. So you'll probably see this again next week as I finish up this part of the tree, because with doing that, it would put me in a good place to have it finished before Christmas. So that's where we are on Mary Mary. Again, I am stitching this on a 32 count Silvery Moon with the called for Classic Colorworks and DMC. And my next whip was actually my whip go for this month. I thought I wrote it down in my notes, but apparently I did not. But I have it right here because it was the number 11 and number 18, and my project was for both of those numbers. And it is Christmas Sentiments. And this is by Stony Creek. And here's a picture of where it was when I started it, or when I last showed it. And here is where I did get to sorry. So as you can see, I did bring the very bottom border across some more. I am actually at the page break now. There are 2 pages, and this is the bottom left of the first page, and the L is the break in the page. And so I brought over the top part of this border and the bottom part of the border. I did put in hope, and I started the L for love. And so I am very pleased at where I did get to. So now I am going to continue going across before I put in all the trees. I'm just going to do that whole bottom border piece because there's no border up at the top. And then once I get it to, get that piece on, get this completely finished, then I'll start on the first, which is over here. I'll start on this tree. I am really loving this piece. I am stitching this on a 28 count Harvest Moon by Color and Cotton, and I did a thread conversion. So for the white, I am actually using a white sulky. For the red, it called for Threadworks, and I am using Classic Colorworks Cupid. I am also using for the border part up in here, I'm using DMC 611. For the green, I am using steamed broccoli. And this is Ivy. This color right here. So I'm really, really enjoying it. I stitched on it a lot this week. So it got a lot of love in it. And I would like to continue on. I know I'm not really pushing this towards a finish this year, but I'm just going to keep at the pace that I'm going, and maybe put it in for a few more of the acrostics that will be coming up for like AB Singo, so that I can put more work on it. Sorry, I just had a needle fall out, and I'm like, where did you come from? But I found it. So that's where I am with Christmas Sentiments. I do really enjoy it. I do know that Miss Dina of Half Stitch Cross Stitch, she did start this for her Christmas in July stitching, and made a whole lot of more progress. So congratulations, Miss Dina. It looks beautiful. So that's where I am with Christmas Sentiments. And then I have one more whip that I worked on. And this is my Garon Sunday Zoom stitch. And it is Holly Berry. Every time I say that, I think about my dog. I had a dog, her name was Holly, and I used to call her Holly Bear. So every time I say Holly Berry, it just brings her right back to my memory. Oh, sorry. I got caught up. This is a picture of where it was when I last showed it. And here's what I was able to get in this week. So I had the outline of this leaf completed, and the deer. I put in another leaf, and I came over here and put in the cardinal. He still needs his beak part, and that's what goes right there. So it's coming along nicely. If you have never stitched a berry before, I would encourage you to pick one up. They are not difficult at all. Um, I know a lot of people that will sit down and stitch them and get them done in maybe 1 or 2 stitching sessions. I just chose to do mine on Sundays with the Grooms Zoom group, but they are very nice to do. I've decided that I'm going to do a practice berry before I start cutting and sewing on this one, but I was really, really pleased with how it is going. I am stitching this on. I was like, where's my card? 28 count cream Lugana with the called for Weeks Dye Works and DMC threads. So that's Holly Berry. And those are my whips for this week. I am really, really focused on getting in some good progress on all of them. I felt like I was so far behind because, you know, being gone on a cruise, I only worked on Purple Rain, whereas I had all of the, you know, those 4 Christmas in July projects to work on, which I still have a couple that I need to put some work on, but that's in the plans. I do not have any haul this week. So we're going to move right on to the August designer focus. And for the month of August, it is Bent Creek. And I do have a little stash of Bent Creek projects that I would like to show. I probably should have taken them out of the plastic, but we'll go with it. So this first Bent Creek, I actually won in a giveaway, and it is called Spring Snapperland. So the Snapperland charts come with little snaps. I think I showed that. When I edit it, I'll fix it. However, this chart, because it was a giveaway, it did not come with those snaps, so I don't have to worry about putting them on. I have tried to figure out the whole snapper, put the little snaps on the projects, but I don't understand. So that's my first one. My next Bent Creek is called Snapper. And when I was talking about, so here are what I'm talking about, those little button snap things right there. You're supposed to put them on the chart. This is actually a charm. It's the sun. And for this project, those snaps are the buttons on his chest. And this is called Best Day Winter. And so that's one. I don't know about the whole snap thing though. I don't know. it must have been a thing back in the day. This chart was actually, it had 2 copyright dates on it. So maybe when it first was done, it was a big thing. I don't know. You're gonna see a theme in with the bent creeks though. Let me just say that. So my next bent creek that I have in my stash is Cold Snowman. And I actually almost chose him, but I love the color of that fabric. And so I'm either going to need to find that fabric or dye a piece of it. It is actually a 32 count We Freedom. I've never even heard of that. But this is also a classic. So it has 2 copyright dates. So the first copyright date is 2000. So who knows if they even make that fabric anymore. But I'm sure I can find something comparable to it. Because it just looks so good on that fabric to me. So that was Cold Snowman. And then this next one, I am not for sure that I will do it this way, however, but it's called Snowman Stocking. And literally you stitch all of the rings around him, and then you turn it into a stocking. They provide an alphabet, all of the things that you stitch. And then they have the complete instructions on how to make it into a stocking. I don't know that I want to make a stocking, but if I do, I have the directions. Pardon me. Okay. So this next one is, I was looking for Thanksgiving patterns after Thanksgiving last year, and so I picked this up, and Let Us Be Thankful row. And I will be starting this for Thanksgiving stitching this year. And just 2 more. The next one is, it's also a Snapperland, and it is January Snows. I will be starting this for the Garon Designer Focus this month. And it too has the snaps. If someone knows about why they did the whole snap, could you let me know? Because it just seems strange to me to put those great big old snaps on your cross stitch projects. This next one, I actually saw Miss Dina stitch this. I will link her down below. I saw Miss Dina stitch this, and I was just like, oh my goodness, I need to find that. And so, if you remember, Julie brought me a lot, my friend Julie in New Jersey, she brought me a lot of charts and all kinds of wonderful goodness. And this was one of them. She said, I have that, and it is totally kitted. And I was like, are you serious? So it is the Thankful Quaker, and that is what it looks like. And she So the fabric is a 30 count. It does not have a name on it. It is already serged and ready to go. And all of the called for floss, Gentle Arts, Weeks Dye Works, and Classic Color Works. And this piece will be my Sunday Zoom piece. And that is Thankful Quaker by Bent Creek. So if you are interested in any of these projects or any other Bent Creek projects, I would encourage you to go to Garon Stitchery. Starting on Monday, August the 1st, all of the Bent Creek charts will be on sale. They run a sale on the charts for the Designer Focus Month, all month long. And so you can wander over and see if there are any Bent Creek charts that you would like to stitch for this month. I have been neglectful, pardon me, in posting to the hashtag. I don't know, I have just been all out of sorts with doing all kinds of things. So I'm going to get back into the habit of posting on the hashtag and all of that. It's just, one thing after another. So those are my Bent Creek projects. And again, this will be my Sunday Zoom. Well, it's going to be my Sunday stitch period, because even if they don't have a Zoom, if they have a bag sale, they won't have a Zoom. So this will be my Sunday stitch. And January Snowman, I will be starting on Monday. And that brings me to my plans. So for Friday through Sunday, I have plans to finish up or put some stitches in on a couple of Jolly July projects that I still have not touched yet. And that is Christmas Carols by Cottage Needleworks. Yeah. Stitch Card Set G and the Naughty List. The Whip Go numbers were called for August, and my number 25 is New Start for Winter, and I chose January Snows. And number 20 is The Mouth of the Flower, so I'll be bringing that out again. For the magazine monthly